Hey everybody, I'm Katrina and I am doing a special collab with two of my closest friends. I got Haevyn on this, wrong way, this side. And I got Rae, fabulous Rae at the bottom, and we're going to give you our WWE Backlash Predictions. So let's start with, I guess, the greatest match ever, Edge and Randy Orton.
I think Randy's gonna win just because Edge won the first one.
That's where I went with it too. I was like, even though they did the whole trying to get him pumped up with Christian saying all the stuff about his mom and shit, and I was just like, okay, I guess. I feel like you got to give Randy something.
Exactly.
So, like, not that he needed the win or anything, but I feel like the only way, I don't know if they're trying to end the feud or keep the feud going, because WWE is really weird. If they're trying to keep the feud going, it would make sense for Randy Orton to win it. So I definitely won't. I don't know. I just don't feel Edge doing it. I feel like it will probably make it more for him to be upset if he lost this one after he just told them, "Oh, I'm gonna win." He lost it. Let's go next pay-per-view. So I'm going with Randy Orton as well.
I don't give a shit about this match. So I'm not gonna go with your estimation the way y'all did. So Randy's gonna win. So I'm with y'all with that.
Oh man.
Yeah, I don't care.
So next match.
Now you're not about to sit here and tell me that this shit is about to be the greatest match ever. Like, no, because it's not. I'm sorry. Like, I don't care. Randy wins. We're gonna move on. I'm sorry. I just had to get that out.
No, I feel you because I feel like they kept saying it. I'm like, it's to the point they put it so much that you type in WWE greatest match, all you see is Randy Orton and Edge, and I'm like, what y'all not gonna do is act like we didn't actually have some really great matches in WWE history. That this one match in 2020's COVID Backlash is gonna be the best thing we ever had. Like, unless they do some kind of really weird cinematic match, which I doubt they're gonna do.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's probably going to be a bit of a snooze fest because Randy Orton is better to me, he's better with his promos, like playing a heel promos, doing the little things. His wrestling is like, okay, it's pretty mediocre to me. It's not like anything in the ring he does is like fabulous for me. Like Edge was great before. Like I think he was better than Randy Orton wrestling wise, but even now Edge is like, you look winded. So I'm like, I don't know. I don't know what they thought by doing by this, but
I just hope it's
what I do hope is I don't hear as many sound effects as I heard in the WrestleMania because I cannot I was trying to take it serious and I couldn't because I was like, so nobody's like, we just gonna like I couldn't try to mute that a little bit. All you hear was and I was just like, that was like, yeah. So I'm hoping like maybe with some audience members it will be a little bit more manageable because I cannot, I just can't. Especially if they take like 20 years to fight too. I can't. We can't do that. Okay, I really don't care about this match, so I'm gonna put this one up next, which is the Universal Championship with Braun Strowman versus The Miz and John Morrison.
I don't care. At this point, I don't like Strowman at all, but I know Miz and Morrison not gonna win. But that would be like a random ass curveball if they did. But
that's what I saw too, because I was like, what if Vince would be like, fuck y'all, we're gonna give it to Miz and John Morrison just to be like, fuck y'all. But then it's like, but what would be the purpose of having Braun Strowman beat the Fiend in the first place if you're not gonna at least try to make it memorable? Like, not that I wanted the Fiend as champion or anything, but it was like he was a little better than freaking Braun Strowman as a champion. So I don't really know why he won it. I feel like they were just like, you haven't had a championship yet. There's no audience to complain. Here you go, Braun. That's literally what I think they did. So I think Braun is gonna keep it, but I wouldn't be surprised if Vince was just like, you know what, he has a fuck you to the audience. Here you go.
I'm gonna go. So tell me what I'm.
I'm waiting for you to reckon your whole face. Your whole face is just like, yeah.
Like I'm just confused because I'm like, what is the reason for this match? Like, where did this, I'm so confused on how this shit even got built up. I'm like, one day I'm just watching this and Miz Morrison is in the back challenging him. And I'm like, wait, what? Damn, y'all, I'm struggling to even act like I care.
I think none of us do about this match.
The men for it. I don't know. Braun is gonna retain.
Sadly.
I don't know. I'm so confused. It's like, what is the reason for this? Like, no, like I'm really trying to understand. Like, it makes no sense. I'm good.
Yeah, I feel you on that. I think they just wanted to fill a match card. Here's Braun and these two guys. We haven't really done anything since they lost the tag team titles. Literally, that's what it was. I haven't even seen them really on SmackDown since they lost. So it's very weird. But then I don't know. This is Vince, and they do weird shit. I don't know. But okay, so we're gonna move to the next match then, which is the Sheamus versus Jeff Hardy match.
I'm gonna say Jeff because he has to win, in my opinion.
Yeah, that was the thing. Like, I didn't really like the storyline because I'm like, granted, we know WWE is kind of foul when they want to put people's personal business on storyline. They'll do it in a hot second. But I don't know. I think when he threw it was supposed to be the P on Sheamus. I was like, if you don't throw some P on somebody and lose, I won't be upset. Like, if you're gonna throw a fictional apple juice P or whatever, since I'm gonna assume that's what it was. Because if his regular P is that nasty looking, like you don't drink enough water. That was literally the first thing in my head at first. Was like, so bro, you don't drink water? Like, it's all ill. Like, you don't drink no kind of water and flush that out or something. But I was like, okay, apple juice. He threw it in his face and Sheamus like overdid it. So I feel like if you're gonna do all of that and put his personal thing in the situation, he might as well at least get one win in. So I feel like Jeff, for that reason, taking my personal bias for him outside.
Okay.
You're just like, okay.
Yeah, I'm noticing it's a pattern with this show. It's like, wow, I don't really care about any of this. I think Sheamus is gonna win. I don't know why. I just have a feeling Sheamus is gonna win, and we're gonna drag this on for another show, and then Jeff Hardy's gonna finally win, and they're gonna separate and move the fuck on from this.
I hope so. Yeah. Sometimes WWE will sometimes they rush storylines and sometimes they drag the fuck out of it. I'm like, all right, guys, we got it.
Sometimes they drag it.
Yeah.
Like if I would have saw Johnny Gargano and Ciampa one more time, I would have flipped something. Like I'm just like, all right, we got it. We got it. We fucking got it with the Trudeau. We got it. So, all right, cool. All right, so next match is Apollo Crews versus Andrade in the United States Championship.
I don't know anything about this feud, right? Sometimes I tweet stuff out, so I don't know what's going on with them. I just want Apollo to win because he's a black man. That's it.
That's kind of where I'm at too. Like, because he just got it. So I'm like, don't have the man get the belt. You have made this whole like, ooh, Apollo Crews is a champion, and then like, you know what? 2 weeks later, nah, you good. We go back to Andrade. Because isn't that who he lost it to? Won it from Andrade, right?
I think so. But they're good for letting somebody win and then lose real quick. I'm still mad at what they did to Rada, that one's WrestleMania. That's fucked up.
That's fucked up. Like, bro, finally gonna win. Nah, that's too much. You had too much time already. Like, they definitely. I don't know because I feel like that would be a fucked up thing. Like, I don't really feel like Apollo Crews don't have much of a character. Like, he's a great wrestler, but I don't like anything about his character. Like, it's not memorable. He's just a really good wrestler. So it's like I was hoping that maybe he'll get some more character with the run, but then also WWE is WWE, and the fact that Andrade even got back to the number one contenders match when he just had the belt in the first place was very weird to me. So I don't know, but I'm hoping my heart is gonna hope and just go with Apollo for that reason. Like I just don't ditch the black man. Don't take the black man's title this soon. Give him a month at least. You want to take the belt, you know.
Apollo's gonna win. Oh no. No, I think Apollo's gonna retain because like Angel, Zelina, and Andrade, they got their own little shit going on. I feel like Angel gonna try to jump in. He gonna fuck it up for Andrade, which is gonna set up some beef with them, which I don't understand why they got beef, but there's some tension going on, and I just feel like that's gonna help Apollo retain. And I don't care about this match.
Yeah, I don't get I feel like once Seth Rollins got Austin Theory, there should have been nothing for them to beef about because I felt like they were always against Austin Theory. And now he's gone, he's with the Rollins congregation. So I'm just like, why are y'all beefing now? I thought y'all problem was with Austin Theory and Austin is gone. Why are y'all still beefing? Like, I just forcing this beef for no reason. And I can't even say it's an ego thing because Andrade really didn't have much to say. Zelina was usually his mouthpiece. So now all of a sudden, Andrade, you're trying to step in and act like it's about. Like, out of the three, Andrew Garza probably had the most mouth of the three. That it was just like, I don't know. Like I said, I can never be sure with WWE sometimes what they be doing. And I'm just trying to understand. Like, so how do we get here, WWE? How do we get to this place where you're like, this is going to be the match? So I don't know. I do not know. I do not know. But next. I already feel like I know what your face is going to be when I put this on. the Women's Team Championship match with Bayley, Sasha, Nikki Cross, Alexa Bliss, and the Iconics. I already knew you were going to be like, oh, God.
We know she don't care about this match. I'm going to go with, I want the Iconics to win just because when they had it, I feel like they did nothing with it.
I don't know. My shit, like...
I don't know, because I don't like the Iconics, actually, I don't know. They're so annoying, and I was like, if they could wrestle a little better, the annoying voices would make it more manageable, but they can't wrestle, and then their voices are annoying, so it's just like, no winning here. But I wouldn't, because they're technically the only actual tag team, at least they came in as a tag team, it would make sense. But then I kind of like Nikki Cross and Alexa Bliss. Like, it kind of works because I feel like Nikki Bliss is just like her, like, if you had like your biggest fan and your biggest fan joined your team, that's what the two of them are, in my opinion. But I feel like, why give Bayley and Sasha Banks the belt in the first place for them to lose it this quickly? Because you just got it. So unless they're trying to make them feud again, because, you know, Sasha likes to be petty sometimes, and they'd be like, you know what, let's be petty. We lost the belts again, and now there's a feud between the two of them, since it kind of implied that Sasha might want the championship that Bayley has, then they might lose it if it's to set up that feud again with the two of them. But I honestly do not know who I'm going with, because I can actually see all three for different reasons. Like, I can see give it to the Iconics since you brought them back and they're the actual tag team, and then Nikki and Alexa was good, but I don't know, because I feel like, why give it to Bayley and Sasha if you can take it away the very next week?
True.
I don't even know who I'm going with. Oh my God. You know, I'm gonna just say that they retain. I don't know how. I don't really, not that I care too much, but there's so many ways they can play with this because of who's involved in this match. I feel like you can kind of play with it a few ways, but I'll just say they retain. But I can't. I don't know. I'll just say they retain. I'm leaving it at that.
It's my goal. My shit look like it's lagging, so I'm just trying to figure out like what's going on right now.
Oh, damn. But it's your time. Mm-hmm.
Do I look clear to y'all? Because I'm sure we can edit this, right? We can edit this?
Yeah.
When it's all said and done. Nah, because my shit is looking crazy right now. And I'm like, am I the only one that's lagging right now? Because I have shitty internet, so it probably could be.
I mean, it looks fine on my end.
Yeah. You were stuck a while ago. But
okay, so it's my go.
Yeah.
I mean, time and time again, I ran about the tag division itself. So as much as I love tag team wrestling, it's hard for me to really like give a fuck. And I'm not even trying to be funny or anything like that. But this whole shit just bothers me. Like, I know you don't like the Iconics. I'm not really the biggest fan, but just out of all three of these fucking teams, like, they're the only actual tag team. And it's just like, no, we're going to give these two singles a title, like tag team titles, even though they're not a fucking team. They're just best fucking friends. And then these two are best fucking friends. But no, all right. I'm over this division. Like, I'm over this division. I don't give a fuck about this match. Like, I know I said that with the other matches, but not like this one. Like, I really don't give a fuck. But just for the fuck of it, just for like the shits and giggles, them two bums is gonna retain.
Oh man. I can't. I feel you know, because I really don't care about this match either. I don't know. They need to like get more women tag teams in wrestling right now and put them in it. But I feel like the Iconics is the only tag team we have. They're the only women tag team, right? I think nobody else is like came in as a tag team. I think it's just them. So yeah, they probably need to just like see if they can recruit some more women tag teams. If you're trying to make the women's tag team belts mean something, then you probably need to recruit some more tag teams.
That would make a lot of sense.
It's not that hard. I didn't think it was that hard. They're out there. Why is this so fucking complicated? But okay.
It was good with their men's tag division, so I didn't think they was gonna do good with the women's. They be trying to do too much at once without fixing problems.
No, that's why I said just tag teams like all around, like in wrestling in general, like WWE and AEW. It's just like none of this shit makes sense.
Yeah, because
like your champs are not even tag team, but they're tag team
doesn't really make sense to me either.
Crazy.
And they really don't. It's like they're like, I want to say associates. I can't even call them wrestlers. They're associates. Like it's like they really don't like each other. But oh yeah, we're a tag team, and I'm just like, oh, all right, well, I guess.
Are you a tag team?
When you got like LAX, you got the Lucha Bros, actual tag teams. But you know, what do I know? God forbid I say that on Twitter. You know, I get all them. They come for me when I say stuff like that.
You know.
I'm like, okay, like common sense. Like some of the stuff wrestling do don't make no sense. You guys can't ignore it just because you like something. I like things too, but I can also call a spade, like, you know. But.
Nah, fans is good for you doing stuff.
Those AEW fans be like pitchfork ready. Say one thing. I don't like this. What do you mean WWE marks? And I'm like, I'm gonna mark first of all. I like New Japan better than both of them. So how about you kiss my ass? Like I like New Japan better than WWE and AEW. I can still call a spade. Like if it's stupid, it's stupid. It's not that deep. Like if Jeff Hardy becomes world heavyweight champion, I'm probably gonna say, I love Jeff, but why? Like that, like I love him, but you don't need that, right? You good, bro? Like so, you know, be that fan. Don't be that weird fan like some of them AEW fans are. Okay, so the next match up is for the World Women's Championship between Asuka and Nia Jax.
I want Asuka to win because I'm not a big Nia Jax fan. She's OD rough. She be Kyrie, and Kyrie's like this big. Like, nah. I don't want Nia as my champion. Nah, no.
So I feel you. I
don't know what she be saying. But she's funny as hell.
I mean, granted, I think Kairi Sane's last injury was more of a her thing. From what I saw, it looked like it was placement wrong. But I feel like I can't do Asuka dirty like that. Like, she finally get the title back, even though it was really weird because Becky left and the pregnancy thing. And it was just like, oh, by the way, you technically fought for the belt. It wasn't a #1 contenders. But it's like, you kind of have to not do Asuka dirty with regards to the main roster. Like,
yeah.
I mean, like, I don't understand what she says either at all. I just be like, okay, whatever you say, girl, whatever you say. Like, do you? But I feel like if they're trying to do this whole thing with her and Charlotte again, then it wouldn't make sense to take it to Nia Jax. And I feel like they were trying to make Nia Jax a threat even with Becky was still champ. But it's also like, I don't know, maybe Nia Jax need to like brush up on certain things, like just
maybe
to be a little. I'm trying to be nice, like to be a little safer with people, because it's like after a while, I'm like, all right, sis, you are the common denominator here. Somebody need to be like, you know what, sis, let's do some training and brush up on something to be a little safer. Like, as much as I don't like Baron Corbin, I do not like him. I've never heard about people saying, you know, he's like really rough in the ring, or he's one of the most safest people to work with in the ring. Like, he doesn't hurt people. So I feel like if you're gonna be, because you know he's like a tall guy. So when I say like usually some of the tall wrestlers you can't really be sure with them, he's a tall guy. So it's like it's possible to be safe if you're tall. So Nia,
she is just offending me right now.
I know you like Baron Corbin. He bores me so much. Like I really like say all the time. Like when he comes, I'm just like, okay, this is time for me to get some snacks. Like I don't care about what you're doing right now. But I also like. Besides, I do like what he says on social media people all the time. That's like he got my energy all day. Like people talk shit, you talk shit back, Fred. Talk all the shit you want. That's me. But he's also very safe, and I don't think Nia Jax is that safe with her. Like people she's working with. It's just like you probably somebody to tell you. Listen, sis, we gotta work on this. Because I don't think anybody's telling her, like, no, you really not that safe to work with. There's no way every time you're in a match, your opponent gets hurt every time. that's a problem. So, and I just, like I said, so for that reason why I do like her, I do think she needs some work, but I feel like Asuka is going to be a thing with Asuka and Charlotte eventually. That's what I see. So I think she's retaining.
I hope so.
I mean, just off what you said, like it's gonna build up to Charlotte and Asuka, where she's gonna finally beat. I mean, you know what? I mean, I'm not even gonna be mad at it because it is a story. Like Charlotte is always beating Asuka's ass, as she should. It's always time for her to get her shit. So Asuka's gonna win. Then she's gonna beat Charlotte. Then I'm gonna cry, and then I'm gonna throw some chairs and shit, and then what's gonna be all right.
Yeah, I think that's the only reason. Like, they're gonna make it a thing. They've been doing it when she was still the NXT champion.
That's pretty
Charlotte. They kept trying to throw that in there, like, oh, you and Charlotte, you and Asuka. So I feel like that's who is gonna take it, just so they can make that happen at some point. I don't know when, because Paul Heyman is gone now, so I don't know when. Or they would just want to, unless they do a swerve and be like, nah, F that, and then we do get Nia Jax. Because now I don't know. Paul Heyman is gone now, so I don't even know when it's gonna happen. Maybe they would swerve. Like, no, F that. We go with Nia Jax. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to Asuka only for that. I think it's going to be a her and Charlotte at some point within the year. It's to kind of have like their Stone Cold Rock moment. Like, The Rock kept losing to Stone Cold every WrestleMania until that last one he finally got a win. So I feel like. So that leaves the last match, which is Drew McIntyre and Bobby Lashley for the WWE Championship.
Well, I know I'm the only one who was a Bobby Lashley fan, right? But I know he's not winning this title. It's not happening, not right now. So Drew is gonna. But I want him to because I like him. He's cool. But at some point, Bobby Lashley needs to see that title.
I was okay with Bobby Lashley like in previous years, but ever since he came back and there's the whole Lana and Rusev thing, and I just like, oh, I don't care. And it's like, so not even with MVP, I look at him and I was just like, no, I really don't care about you. Like on my screen, I just like, again, time to have a bathroom break, time to get some snacks, time to yell at my kids about something. Like that's literally how I feel when he's on the screen now. I'm just like, I don't know, I don't care. Like, and I feel like it's because when they brought him back, instead of bringing him back being dominant, they was like, let's make you Lana's boo. And I'm like, no, like you root for me and ruined it because I'm like, no, I don't care about you. Like even if you're not with her no more and you have MVP talking you up, and I just like, no, I really don't care. I feel like they ruined it for me that I just like, no, you can lose, it's fine. Like, but I love Drew McIntyre, so I feel like he better retain. They better not swerve me and have me after I finally get the year of Drew, and I'm like, you know what, F you Katrina. No, we're going bubble out. I'm gonna be upset. Somebody gonna get a letter. I'm not trying Miss Madeline. Listen, Vince, stop fucking playing with me. Like, this is Drew's year. This is Drew's year. I didn't watch that documentary and get all sad. I just wanted to lose the suit. And they'll play with me. So I feel like he needs to retain off that. But I mean, if Bobby Lashley has a break or they redo something where I can forget the Lana thing, I will be okay with him being champion. I just right now, all the time I see him, even with her in the background talking about, oh, I have my career, and I see her and I just get annoyed. And I'm just like, no, you don't need to win off that alone. I'm just like, no, you good. You're fine. You don't need to win. No. So I'm hoping that they do something where I can completely forget that whole Lana storyline happened. Because it just ruined him for me. I can't.
Damn, she don't.
I feel like that's especially for like every match is like, like, this whole pay-per-view.
I mean, Drew is gonna retain because he should, and it's just fucking right. And fuck Bobby and fuck Lana. She ain't got no career. I don't know what she talking about. Oh, I gotta focus on me. Bitch, nobody care about you. Where the fuck is Rusev? Go take care of him, like, because
he can find
fucking dogs that he got. Because I'm tired of Lana. I'm tired of Bobby. Like, I'm tired of MVP. This is like I always say, like, being champ, huh?
Now say MVP just got back.
You said something.
As an MVP just got back.
That's cool. I mean, Drew's gonna win. That's it. Because I could go off, but I don't even want to go off. Like, I don't hate Bobby. I just don't really care. And I mean, if he gets the chance, cool. Just not like right now, because this is Drew's year, even though this is a shitty year. But this is where he deserves it. The belt looks good on him. Champ looks good on him. Like, he just looks comfortable. And it's Drew. I mean, Drew wins.
Yeah.
Right, like he didn't have a wife. Listen.
You been in DM?
Listen.
If
he did not have his wife all in that documentary, I would be like, listen, bro, I am here. Just saying.
Right.
So I mean, like overall, I don't know, but the pay-per-view, how do you guys feel like it's gonna like play out? I'm hoping it's not extended, but how do y'all feel like it's gonna be? Like, is it gonna be a disappointment from last week's pay-per-view with In Your House? Because I feel like it is. I feel like In Your House was decent enough that I'm gonna be like, God damn it, WWE, here you go fucking it up, and now I'm bored. I feel like that's what's gonna happen with Backlash.
Probably. It might have 1 or 2 good matches where I'm like, oh, okay, I really like that. But as a whole pay-per-view, it'll probably just be like Raw.
Which kind of sucks, you know. I mean, I get it's COVID.
I know for a fact I'm gonna have like a nap in there, so.
Oh man.
No, I'm hoping that they surprise me and the matches are all good, but I just don't feel that with the lineup. Some of these matches don't make sense to me. The whole Edge and Randy Orton match with Edge only comes like four times a year. It's like, how long you're gonna have him have all 4 appearances with Edge, and Randy Orton's gonna be all his appearances gonna be his Randy Orton appearances for his very limited contract.
Exactly.
I don't know what they're doing with it. And granted, he's in great. It seems like he got in really great shape the last couple of months to get himself ready for all of this, but I don't know. I think I'm gonna be bored. I'm just gonna be like complaining on Facebook, like, God damn it, guys, I'm watching this shit. Yeah, like sitting here like gonna be complaining about bad shit. Like, God damn it, you guys, Rick. Like all of this. So I don't know. I'm hoping they surprise me, but I don't know. Especially with things being changed up last week. Writers getting fired and they doing whatever they want to do. I don't know.
Guess we'll see. I'm not excited.
Yeah. I'm not.
Yeah, I'm
in the consensus. Where you're just like,
then after like watching the show, like
right.
Like I said, I'm gonna fall asleep like once or twice because I'm old. So we'll see. Like, I'm definitely gonna rant about it on my show. So I don't know.
I feel like my rant is gonna be on the Facebook status. It's like, you guys, what is this shit? What is this? That's gonna be me. Because every time it's like, so that's just gonna okay. That's how I felt when the whole Karrion Kross and Scarlett entrance, and I was like, so you guys just gonna. They're gonna act like this every time, like, oh my god, it's amazing, and I'm like, so she does nothing and everything at the same time, because it's like she's doing all this fake screaming, and if that's her singing, I'm not sure. She's doing all this like she's having a seizure and still doing nothing at the same time. I'm like, so nobody else sees this? It's just me. And it's not. She's very pretty, but I'm like, y'all give people passes for being pretty. You gotta stop doing that. She's pretty. She can't wrestle. I've seen her wrestle in person. She can't wrestle.
Yeah, we she's an HOT.
Yes, we see her wrestle. She's very pretty, but she cannot wrestle, and it's fine. Accept that. Don't be like, oh,
why did you wrestle? Never mind.
Your favorite?
What?
Damn. It wasn't your favorite.
Your girl?
I don't have a favorite.
Don't disrespect me like that. Father was not at that show. They couldn't afford her.
Woo, she was at some show we were at HOG, and she was there, but she barely, like, she was very like in lingerie like outfit, and she did like one flip, and I was like, how can like I was trying to understand. I was like, y'all told me she can wrestle. She can't wrestle. Like, she's very pretty, and y'all like giving pretty women in wrestling passes because they're pretty and they can't wrestle. And then you got the ones who actually can wrestle, but they're not that pretty, so you want to bitch. Like, no, but they can wrestle. I would rather see an ugly person wrestle all day before I see the pretty lady with all the big boobs and the ass showing who can't wrestle. Like, what if I want? I don't want to watch porn or something. Well, I can just click on some shit. I don't need you, and I'm paying to see you wrestle. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, but it's like, if I gotta pay to watch you.
Like, if we say some shit like that, we're haters.
It's not that. She's like, very pretty. Like, she's not ugly. I'm not saying she's ugly. She's gorgeous. But she can't wrestle.
Right.
Right.
Right. That's it. That's all we were saying.
Like nobody saying she ugly. She ain't ugly. She's very pretty, but she really.
Wrestling is ugly.
Oh my god.
That's all. That's fine. It's cool.
But yes, guys, I guess you guys tell us your predictions. I mean, I don't know if the rest of you are gonna feel like how we feeling. We're just like, about this. We don't care too much. I don't know if y'all gonna be like, I don't know. But guys, let us know. All of us, prospectively, y'all follow all of us. Get the liking and subscribing and commenting, and you be sharing for all three of us. And I will put everybody's links in my YouTube thing. But as I always do, kind of like you better get the click in. You raggedy bitches. Just get to clicking raggies. Okay, get to clicking. But yeah, you guys just let us know, and we hope to do this again because these are my girls.
Yes.
We probably should have been did this. I don't even know why. We didn't been do this, but we should have probably been collabed a while ago. But
yeah, that's all right. We could do more of this.
Next time with some wine though.
Word.
I'm good with that.
We're gonna figure this out.
Oh my god.
We're gonna figure this all out. This is the first time, so we're gonna learn a lot of shit from this mistake because this is gonna be a hot mess. But it's all right. This is gonna be a hot mess, and we're gonna learn and grow from this.
Yes, you gotta see the positive in everything,
Exactly.
Like, don't worry, guys. It's gonna get better. It's gonna get better, y'all. All right, guys. Later.
See everybody later.